We're going to open the January 2nd, 2018
Thanks, John.
meeting of the East Long Meadow Planning Board. And I need to announce, subject to Chapter 30A, Section 20, Mass General Law, that we are recording this for LCAT and also for the minutes. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Ask if anyone else here is recording the meeting. Hearing none, our first order of business is a public hearing on a zoning map amendment for 330 Chestnut Street.
The East Long Meadow Planning Board will hold a public hearing on January 2nd, 2018 at 6 o'clock at the School Committee Conference Room located in the high school, 180 Maple Street, East Long Meadow, Mass. The application is for a zoning map amendment to rezone the approximately 40-acre parcel at 330 Chestnut Street, also identified in Assessor's Map Parcel 18-38-0, from the Industrial Garden Park District to the Mixed Use District. Information related to this application is on file with the Planning Board's office located at the Town Hall, 60 Center Square, and is available for review by the public during regular business hours.
Okay. So basically, we have forwarded to the town council the proposed new zone, and this hearing is to locate where that zone is going to be. And the proposal is for 330 Chestnut Street, also known as 1838-0, as in the assessor's parcel. So let's start out with the board. Are there any questions?
For the record, how many acres is that parcel?
That parcel is 40.35 acres.
No questions at this time.
I'll open it up to the floor. Does anyone have any questions on this, Mr. Page?
Ralph Page, 306 Prospect Street. As the board knows, right at the moment, the town council hasn't even taken up the matter for a mixed-use zone for the creation of one. It's my concern that this being forwarded to the council as far as a location for a zone that doesn't exist yet. I would just ask that, I mean, obviously 330 Chestnut Street is what everyone's been looking at, it's the right location and all, but that it be contingent upon the zoning map change or the recommendation that the town council creates the mixed-use zone for that location.
Well, remember, changing the zoning map is also changing the zoning bylaw, because the zoning map is incorporated into the zoning bylaw, and it is our only record of what parcels are in what zone. Therefore, this will also need to be acted on by the council, okay? So if the council, for some reason, does not accept the zone change, does not vote in favor of it, then our recommendation to them is moot, because it doesn't exist. On the other hand, if we continue this until they act, then it's that much more time built into the lag, and I don't think it's worth that. So my opinion is that since they have to act on it anyway, if for some reason they do not pass the new zone, then say it's moot, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to act on this.
Well, part of my concern comes from the legal notice that was posted in the paper for the town council, which strictly says that they will be looking at a zoning map, the location of it, coming on January 9th, and nothing about the creation of a zone yet.
Well, that's up to the council's scheduling, how they want to do it.
And like I said, my only concern was just that this be contingent upon, obviously, a zone being created. It doesn't make any sense to put something on a map that doesn't exist.
Well,
Thank you.
that's for the council to deal with, I think. Any other questions from the floor? Hearing none, I bring it back to the board. Any thoughts? Hearing none, do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so it's 4-0. Do I have a motion to recommend to the council that 330 Chestnut Street, assessors parcel 1838-0, be zoned mixed use on the zoning map?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the recommendation goes to the council. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have, just so people know, the special permit for Fugaria is going to be continued again at the recommendation of town council, and we'll read that at 6:15. We have 2 requests for waiver of site plan.
So the first one will be Pearson Paperwork. That must be this one right here,
Yep,
okay?
it is.
East Long Meadow request for waiver of site plan review. Property owner is Claudia and Wayne Williams. Owner's address is 8317 Green Tree Manor Lane, Fairfax Station, Virginia. Phone numbers are listed here. Name of proposed business is Pearson Paperworks. Owner of business is Sarah McAdoo. Business owner's address is 23 Nottingham Drive, East Long Meadow, Mass. Property address is 23 Nottingham Drive, East Long Meadow. Property district is A. Allowed use is yes. Proposed hours of operation are marked here as non-applicable. The number of employees is 1. Date of last parking plan is non-applicable. Summary of business operation, online business of handcrafted gifts made from paper. This is for home office use only. Calls and planning. No clients or customers at this location. No products will be stored at the home. The application has been signed and dated December 12th, 2017.
The only thing that's confusing to me is that Ms. Williams lives on Nottingham, but the owner's address is listed as Fairfax Station, Virginia. Donna, do you any idea what's going on there?
I'm sorry, I didn't pick up on that.
Do you think it would be an oversight and that is the company that writes her paycheck?
Well, this is the property owner's address is Fairfax Station, Virginia. So whether that's the parents or someone else,
I'll have to find out if the
little
relative's
confused.
right.
I suggest we
Because it does say owner.
we table this until we get that
Can I see
clarified.
that for a second?
Agreed.
Yep.
Okay, owner's address, so maybe they're renting the home from these people from Virginia?
Well, it's Chandra Williams down here and Chandra Williams up here.
And then
Yeah.
it says business owner's address, which is also listed as Nottingham. I'm sure it's a clerical error, but just to,
I mean,
keep our
it may be
eyes
that these
dotted.
other two are the parents, and they own the house, and the daughters live. I'd like you to clarify it for
Yeah,
me.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, because I want to make sure they're not renting this out as a business, if you will. I don't think they are, but. Yeah, especially because the owner,
And there's 2 different signatures.
yeah, oh, you're right, I'm sorry, the owner of the business is Sarah McAdoo.
Yeah,
Okay,
wait a
that's-
second.
that clarified, I'm sorry.
Owner
I
Sarah
missed that.
McAdoo, who lives on Nottingham.
Nottingham, so she's
And the
renting it from them.
property
That's what I was
owner.
thinking, she was renting
Okay.
the property.
She lives there and she's renting from them. Okay, that
Okay.
makes sense, okay.
Yeah, I just noticed
Do you have a
that.
motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you, sorry about the confusion.
That's okay, thanks for clarifying.
And next one is,
Get back in there.
Request for waiver of site plan review. Property owner is CDB Realty LLC. Owner's address is 280 North Main Street, East Long Meadow. Phone numbers are listed here. Name of proposed business is Stephanie LaBelle, LMHC. Excuse me. Owner of business is Stephanie LaBelle. Business owner's address is Suite Number 2. Property address is 280 North Main Street, East Long Meadow, Mass. Property district is commercial industrial. Allowed use is yes. Proposed hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Number of employees, including the owner, is 1. Date of last parking plan with copy of the same is March 4th, 2012. Copy is attached. Summary of business operation is licensed mental health counselor, therapy for children and adults. The application has been signed and dated December 14th, 2017.
this is the reminder building, and it's a
Commercial
allowed use in
space.
the building.
I'm glad they're filling it.
Yeah.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Next thing we could get into, because it's not 6:15 yet, is the proposed adult use bylaw. You have in front of you a new draft which shows this as not allowed in any zone except industrial garden park by special permit. And all of the distances are 1,000 feet. Okay. And it's from school property line or other nonprofit educational use, library or museum, playground or park, place of worship, nearest lot line of residential district, and 1,000 feet of each other. So this was pretty much what we agreed on at the last meeting. We'll take a minute to read it over and see whether you have anyone wants to make any proposed amendments to this draft.
Before I make anything of that nature, I'd like to ask a question. At our last meeting, we were going to ask legal counsel if we were doing this from town line or if we're incorporating any other towns. I know I personally had a question on incorporating Long Meadow Park and recreational areas in. Have we heard back on that?
We have not, but having looked it over again, most of the area that is affected by that from Long Meadow's point of view is where the solar farm is. So the solar farm is probably not something that's going to be affected, you know.
Do you happen to have that map on you?
I do not.
You do not?
Donna, do you have the map?
I don't.
Because I, if memory serves
Yeah.
correct, I thought it was the existing office building.
Yeah, that one office building there would also be.
That one would be
Yeah.
affected. So it would be the existing solar farm,
Mhm.
the existing office building, and obviously any coming up available for lease or build properties that are adjacent to that office building. And it would only be that side of the street?
Yep.
It would not continue over to the other portion of Denzell Road?
No.
Not to where the fitness rehab
No,
area is?
would not.
Okay.
ATI. yeah.
ATI, thank
So
you.
it doesn't take ATI? So
No.
they couldn't move into ATI?
They could move into ATI.
They
could.
And there's an empty lot next door to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
As well.
Yep.
So
Quite a few.
there's room there.
And then right down to Shaker.
Yeah.
The backs-
Not all the way.
Not all the way, because we've got Bay Path. On the
That's a
corner.
private educational facility.
But it's nonprofit.
Bay Path is nonprofit.
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Yeah, or other nonprofit
I was not aware.
educational
Yeah.
library.
Same as Harvard is. They're not making a profit.
All right. Hey, well, I know a lot of people work in
And
nonprofit,
did
they
the-
do well.
Did the final take into consideration because you had originally raised the bike path, so the bike path kind of stops, comes to a T near Cardamundi, near Mayberry.
Yeah.
Bike path is in a business zone, the rear side.
Yeah.
So it would
Okay.
not be in
Okay.
this zone,
Okay.
Yeah.
is my understanding.
So I'm going to recommend, unless we get real objections to any of this, I'm going to recommend that we vote on it tonight and let it go to council where it can be reconsidered.
Mhm.
And they can, if they choose to, or if any of the public would like to further comment on it to the council and offer amendments, that would be the council's.
And they will have two different opportunities to do that, correct?
Yes, they will.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to move forward with that as well, get that over to
Okay,
council.
so do I have a motion to recommend the proposed new bylaw definitions and special criteria relating to adult stores, clubs, and video theaters as in the draft?
So moved with one stipulation, I would like a date on this draft, so as the drafts are not confused with any previous drafts.
Okay, we'll call this the draft of
1/2/18.
1/2/2018.
I'll second that.
And the file is dated 1/2/2018 on the computer that I sent to Donna, so. Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, goes to the council. And it's 6:15 by my clock.
Yes, appears to be.
We have a continuation of a public hearing for an amended special permit for Fugaria at 621 North Main Street. And we have some correspondence. Would you like to read that?
Yep. Larry, Jim Donahue and I spoke again today, and the holidays have delayed a couple final pieces to the resolution of the outstanding issues with the town. I am confident that Jim and I just need one more week on this, but my clients have to talk to their architect first, and he was away for 2 weeks, just getting back today. Jim and I are in agreement to seek another continuance from tonight's hearing to allow us to wrap up the remaining issues if the board would entertain granting that special permit. Sorry for the delay in this, but for the architect being gone, we would have been set for tonight. Thanks, Steve Riley.
Okay,
Okay.
so to have a motion to continue it to, what is it?
16th?
16th of January at, do we have anything else?
Nope, you don't.
Okay,
Just-
at
Okay.
6 o'clock, yep.
So moved.
Have a second,
I'll second for discussion.
okay.
So, do we have any other items on the 16th?
Not right now.
Not yet.
Nope.
Was there an legal notice in the paper about a community development plan?
Yes, we do have that.
So we do have something on the 16th?
Yeah, that's the 16th, isn't it not?
I don't.
I'm pretty sure it is. yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have that.
Yeah, it is. So we do have that.
Okay.
What,
What, I don't remember what time that was scheduled for.
yeah, I was just gonna ask you that.
But we can schedule them both for 6 o'clock and
Just, yeah.
take them
I
in order.
didn't pick up on the legal notice in there. Who? did
Larry
we-
put it in.
Oh, okay.
From PVPC.
And when are we gonna get a copy of that to review?
Larry will be back on the 8th, and I will make sure he gets his copies. Okay.
I don't have
And
anything on that.
what is the, as I'm still feeling my way around here, so what's the protocol to putting things on the agenda?
Well, basically, as they come in, okay, if they're complete, they get on the agenda, we close it, have been closing it at noon on Thursday.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday?
Yeah,
As previously
Wednesday.
Noon on
discussed.
Wednesday, so that we have a closed agenda,
Okay.
and we have everything ready, and hopefully we get to us all of the documents in advance, so that we have a chance to look at them.
So just from a cursory reading of the legal notice, it looked like it was it was going to be a public hearing, looked like for priorities associated with a community development block grant. So,
Well, no,
who
what-
would have put it on, who would have
what I
requested
thought.
that it be put on the agenda?
Larry.
On the planning board agenda.
Yep. And typically, the administrator is the one who puts the agenda together, because that's the person who knows what's coming over the door, and whether that stuff is complete or not, whether it's been advertised properly, and so on.
So we're in an interim stage right now, if you will.
We are,
Some-
and we're
growing
going to
pains.
get even more interim
Mhm.
shortly, but,
So does the legal notice say planning board, or does it?
yeah, it
Okay.
does.
I didn't even see it in there, I apologize. I
It was-
didn't
it was
even know
not
he
in the
was
legal
doing that.
notices, it was a separate
Oh,
ad
okay.
in a block.
Yeah, I didn't touch base with him on that, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
well,
was-
he'll be back on the 8th,
Okay.
we'll have time to get that squared away.
Yep.
That's, you have to have, if you want to go for a CDBG, you have to have a plan.
Yep.
And this is
Just trying to find
putting
the
together the plan. And
notice.
anyway, we have a motion on the table to continue. Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
So you're gonna put Figueria at 6 also, or, okay.
Yeah, put them both at
Okay.
6, and we'll deal with them in order. And finally, I would like to take this moment to thank Donna Rao for her many years of service to conservation and planning. Donna is going to be retiring in the near future, and just want to say thank you, Donna, for all your years and hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to go for surgery. I'm gonna be down.
Let's
for
hope it gets better after that.
10
You get to
weeks.
enjoy some
Oh.
retirement.
Yes.
Okay.
Any further
Dying.
business to come before the board?
Not at this time.
Hearing none, to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.